To be honest, I feel him a little bit distracted, scared. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be like the same way with me than the other opponents he had in the past.
You got a cameraman following you there, huh?
Yeah, I have this man. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but
You don't know who he is?
yeah, I know who he is because we are recording the movie, so they follow me everywhere I go.
Why did you feel that way? Why did you feel like he didn't have the confidence as usual?
I don't know. We when we were like, I was talking to him. He was all the time like, Max, do you think you are going to win? We're gonna find out October 26th. We're gonna find out October 26th. Max, what's your surname? We're gonna find out October 26th. Like everything I understood from that conversation was, we will find out what's gonna happen on October 26th. I already know what's gonna happen on October 26th. I don't need to wait till that date. I
Okay.
don't care. I'm trying my best. I was talking to his language, which is the only language he knows to speak. So if he wants to try to do it in Spanish and German and Russian and Georgian, I'm able to do it. So I don't care.
Fair enough. At one point, you said that you believe that he didn't want to fight you, that he was trying to fight Michael Chandler.
Exactly.
Is that true? This is what you've heard?
Yeah.
Really?
He was avoiding to fight me all the time. He said something like, "No, I said to the UFC, I want the easiest fight. I want to fight with Ilia Topuria." That's a lie. A challenger never chooses fights. Never. I'm the champion. I choose who I want to fight next. And I said, I want to fight Max Holloway. And they told me he's asking to stay in the 155 division to fight with Mike Chandler. I don't know. He asked about many guys, and when they told him, no, Max, you have to fight with Ilia because he wants to fight you. So finally he had to accept it. But in the beginning he was trying really hard to avoid me.
And so, why did you want to fight him and no one else at 145?
Because I fought with Wolf, which was one of the biggest names in the featherweight division. And now we have Max Holloway, who fought with every champion that we had in the featherweight division. So I wanted to do that. And he had this performance in UFC 300 against Justin Gaethje. He got that BMF belt, so I wanna get it back and give it to George Masvidal when he comes back.
Ha ha ha. Okay, and
Because that belt was created for and because of him. So no one else in my eyes is the BMF. I don't know, less Max Holloway.
so why isn't that belt on the line?
I don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
Do you think that was his decision or the UFC's decision?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. But I don't care. I don't care.
You're not bothered by it because it seems like you want the belt. Don't you want it?
No, I don't want it. I don't give a fuck about that belt, to be honest. But he calls himself the BMF, so we already know who is the world champion. And in the first seconds of the fight, we're gonna find out who is the real BMF, because I already challenged him in the first 10 seconds of the fight. I'm gonna point the ground, and we'll see what he's going to do. I will be in the middle of the octagon, so let's bang, bro. If you're ready, I was born ready.
Well, so you are predicting this. You are saying first 10
Of
seconds you're
course.
going to walk to the middle of the cage. You're going to
First
point
10
down.
seconds, I'm gonna point the middle of the octagon, and I will stay there. I want to give the best and the most excited 10 seconds in the UFC history to the fans. They deserve it. And if he stays in the middle, I promise I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna take his head off. I prepare myself for that. So
Do you think he'll
let's
meet
go.
you? Do you think he'll meet you there?
I don't know. We'll see. He's calling himself the BMF. So that's one of the things we're gonna find out
Right.
if he's the BMF or he's a pussy like everyone who is predicting that I'm going to lose to Max Holloway. All the UFC fighters, I watched the predictions of all the UFC fighters that they are predicting that he's going to beat me. All the bumps, fuck you, everyone. After I'm gonna knock him out. Don't even tell me hello if you see me around. Fuck yourself, everyone.
Who's doing this? Who's saying this? Who's picking against you?
I don't know, many fighters. I don't even wanna tell you the names.
Okay.
Because I don't wanna give importance about them. Fuck them all.
But you're taking notes.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. They all like snakes in the grass because they see you around and then they acting like a fans. But when they have to do something, no, Max is going to beat him. Maybe they feel a little bit of envy.
Do you think part of it is because Max has been around for so long and so they're paying homage to the legend, and you're so confident and you're the new champ, so they're leaning towards him just out of respect as opposed to what they really think is going to happen? Does that come to mind or no?
I don't care. I don't care. I just want them to watch the fight October 26th and take notes about the new generation of MMA, about the skills, about the techniques, about everything that I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna teach them a little bit about MMA.
By the way, can we clear up the belt situation? Because he said that you bought the belt. Did you in fact buy the PMF title? And if so, how much did it cost?
I don't know. Someone from my team, he bring it to me, but I don't know if he bought it or what he did. But I think he bought it.
Are you gonna bring it to the fight or to the fight week?
Yeah. Of course. I'm gonna bring it. It's mine. I own it.
Fair enough.
I own it.
Fair enough. There is that shot, and he referenced it. They put you on camera after he knocked out Justin Gaethje, and people were saying that it looked like you didn't want him to win or that you were spooked by it. Can you tell us what you were thinking in that moment?
The first thing I said, it was like, thanks to God. It happens this way because now we have a clear opponent for my next fight. So to be honest, I was really bored during the whole fight, watching two guys fighting inside the octagon or running around during 5 rounds. But the last 10 seconds were really excited for me, for the fans, for everyone. But I didn't see, to be honest, any technique behind that knockout, and he knows that. It was like exchanging the bar and he get the knockout, but it wasn't because he was looking for the knockout.
You weren't impressed. You were impressed by the because I thought it was a very one-sided fight in his favor. Like some people have called it the fight of the year. I don't really think it was the fight of the year because it was so one-sided. Maybe the knockout of the year, but you're not.
Maybe the knockout of the year because the only good thing about that fight was the last 10 seconds. But how you can say that it was the fight of the year? No fucking way. That wasn't the fight of the year. No way. The fight of the year was me against Volkanovski. That was the fight of the year.
Or maybe this one coming up on October 26th.
Yeah, maybe this one.
But
this one. But this one is going to be like really, really, really fast. So I don't know how it's going to be the fight of the year.
When you say fast, you think first round?
I don't think I know that it's going to be in the first round. He's not on my level. Volkanovski, the guy who beat him 3 times, guy who whooped his ass for 3 times, I knocked him out in the second round. And what makes you think that I'm not gonna knock him out in the first round?
So you think that Alex tougher opponent than Max for you? Styles make fights.
Sure. For me and for everyone.
Wow.
For me and for everyone. Alex was really, really tough opponent for me, and he's a tough opponent for everyone. He didn't lose in the featherweight division for how long? And Max, how many times he get whooped like in the featherweight division? He get beat by Conor McGregor. When you get beat by Conor McGregor, shut the fuck up. Fuck, bro, forget about it. When Conor McGregor beats you, forget about it.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I saw him in Marbella, and I'm sure you saw this as well. He said he's more
Yeah,
Spanish
he
than
went
you.
to Marbella. He's more Spanish. Yeah, I also, when I see myself in the mirror below my waist, I also think sometimes I'm more African than Francis Ngannou.
So when you hear him say that, what do you think?
Ah, he he's a fake fighter. He fakes all the time that he's gonna fight. I'm fighting Mike Chandler. I'm fighting this and the greatest comeback. Fight. Why you don't fight? Fighter fights every day.
What do you think is his
He's
issue
a
with
fake
you?
fighter.
Because I've heard him mention you a lot, and he gets very, very fired up when talking about you.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him, but as I told you, he's a fake fighter. He fakes the fight all the time, but I don't see him fight.
You don't
He's
think?
like, I'm gonna come back and this and that. Bro, fight, fight. Put your name on the table. What the fuck are you doing? But he wants to be in the conversation all the time, but he doesn't want to fight. How's that?
Hmm. Do you think he fights again, 2025?
If he fights, he's gonna try to come back and do something, but guess who's gonna pick? Dan Hooker.
Hmm.
Bro.
What do you mean by what?
Fight Dan Hooker, fight, I don't know who the fuck you want, but for me, he's retired. For me, he's retired. I don't want to even like talk about him. A guy who is retired, it's like I feel bad, but mm, about a guy that talk about a guy who's retired, and he's at the same time retired.
But surely, like Ilia Topuria versus Conor McGregor, you would welcome this, right? If it's a real thing,
That's never gonna happen.
never.
That's never gonna happen. Never.
Why?
How? Because I'm the world champion. He's not even in the rankings. How's that's gonna happen? But we can do something if he wants. For my next training camp, for my next fight, I invite him, and I don't know. I invite him with Dan Hooker, and they can do like 2.5 minute one, 2.5 another. I change them each like every round. We can do that.
That's it. That's all you're interested
But
in.
yeah, because our official fight, that's impossible. And right now at this point, I have much bigger fights than Conor McGregor. Conor McChicken. He went to Marbella when I was in Abu Dhabi.
Hmm. What's the issue with Islam? I see you guys going back and forth as well. What's the problem there? Do you feel like it's getting too personal?
No, I don't have anything personal with him. Anything personal
Is
with
that
Islam.
is
I don't
that
have any issue. The only point is that he's the world champion in the lightweight division. I want to move up to lightweight division. I want to face him in the future. And if he's not anymore the lightweight champion because he lose his belt against someone, I don't even care about him.
okay?
I wish him all the best. But I said something like I want to face him in the octagon, and all his cousins came out. When I see you on the street and when I see you around, I'm gonna do this and that. And oh, shut the fuck up! Shut up! You don't gonna do anything. So shut up.
You think they're trying to intimidate you?
How?
Because and I know
Telling me that they gonna punch me around?
they said you went back and forth, or you said something about Usman as well. Like it just seemed like they were all kind of coming at you
Bro,
there.
that guy. They caught him with the steroids, right? In the last year.
With the PD.
That's why he's so nervous, because it affects a lot in the nervous system. Steroids. That's why he's so angry all the time.
Okay, so there's no issue there with Islam, and that is good to hear. I did read your tweet about Belal Muhammad, and this
Conor is a fake fighter and he's a fake champion.
What's the
He's a
issue
fake
there?
champion.
No finishes, no knockouts,
No
no
knockouts,
knockdowns,
no knockdowns,
no
no
girlfriend.
girlfriend, no kids.
Belal has never
He has
finished
never finished any man or woman.
This is some kind of
Never.
tweet. This is
Because a real champion finishes fights, he knocks people out, he submits people. If not, how you call yourself a champion? I don't know. A world champion.
so. What prompted this? Because you're 45, he's 170. That's not something that's happening anytime soon. So why did you start this, or why did you respond this way?
Because he said something like, "If you want a street fight, we're gonna street fight you. If you want this," he said some bullshit. I don't remember really good, but he said something about me that it was like, oh, finish someone, man or woman, it doesn't matter, but finish someone.
In a way, though, Ilia, isn't this the dream? Everyone's coming at you. Conor McGregor's coming at you. The 170 champs. Everyone's taking shots, and they're taking shots because you're the king of the division.
Bienvenidos.
Yes.
Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. They want some lights right now because I'm shining right now. I'm shining. And after October 26th, I'm going to shine even more and more and more. And they are scared about the shine I bring. They are scared. And they want to take a little piece of that. But I'm very sure that we're going to have a UFC in Spain in 2025.
Oh, wow. Spain arena, you think, or football stadium?
I want to do it in the Bernabeu Stadium.
Wow.
I don't know. I want to do it. I want to do it because I know that it's going to be the highest UFC gate in the history. It's going to be the biggest event. So I'm going to try my best. And all the time when I try my best, place how I want.
Who would be the ideal opponent for you in that setting, if you had it your way?
I don't know. Before I used to make more predictions about this, like who I want to face next, this and that. But at this point, it's like I don't know. Whoever the UFC wants me to face, I will be there. The only thing I want to do is to fight in front of all my people in Spain in the Bernabeu Stadium to keep making history. So I don't care who's the opponent's gonna be.
That's fair. What about 55? How far away do you think you are from 55? How many fights?
How many fights? I can do it after this one.
Do you want to do it after this one? Like already, or
I want to do it. I want to do it. I
Wow.
want to do it. But the thing is, what the UFC wants me to do.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I'm a fighter, and that's my job. And they know better than me who I should to fight. So if they tell me that they are okay, that I'm gonna move to 155, I will do it because I want to do it. It's easier for me to weight cut. I feel very good that at that way. I already did it. I already fought at 155 in London against Joy Herbert. So I felt really good. So I want to do it once again, and for the world title because I don't wanna do it with any different opponent.
October 26th, there's a lot of talk going into this fight, Ilias. You know, this renaissance, the comeback of Max since the Volk last fight, right? That he's a new man.
Bro, and still, there's no chances for Max. Forget about it. The only thing I'm praying every day is that I want him to show up because I'm gonna do the rest. We already know who is the world champion. We're gonna find out that I'm the BMF also. I will be there in the middle of the octagon in the first 10 seconds. I want to offer the most excited first seconds in the UFC history, and I want to have the fastest knockout in the UFC history also with my hands because George has it with a knee. I want to do it with the hand. So let's go. I'm so excited. I don't have any doubts that I'm gonna knock him out. So if he stays in the middle in the first 10 seconds of the fight, we're gonna see the fastest knockout in the UFC history.